I opened OBS and this was where my camera was. What's up? Hello, Nanetians. Why am I like this? Hello, Nanetians. Which one's my face? Is it this one? That one. Okay. We don't need that then. Hello, Nanetians. My name is Josh Player, and I am your coach of the New York Metagross, rating champions of NCP, as long as you don't count... What is that? Next to my face. Whatever. As long as you don't count Season 4, I'm the reigning champion. Let me actually just move my face up like a whole bunch. Like, right. Like, where is it? Doesn't matter. Whatever that thing is, it's probably a Pokemon. Not gonna lie. Oh, it is a Pokemon. Oh, okay. So it's just the one. Alright. Awesome. Don't worry about it. NCP. Like I said, I'm the reigning champion. Season 4 never happened. We actually just skipped straight to Season 5, so I'm still reigning champion. Shout out to Owen for actually winning NCP Season 4. I'm from Season 3 champion, and I'm back-to-back MVP owner. 2 times with Dragovish. First season I got 25 kills. Second season I got 21 kills. 46 kills in 2 seasons with Dragovish. Welcome back to Season 5. Let's see if we will do it again. We might. We are here. If this is your first time watching my face, that's a hell of a first impression. And I hope you are ready for more like that, because I am very, very stupid. But I know how to win games. Obviously, I'm Season 3 champion. Anyway, we're here for Season 5. Coaches, really, really cool. We got the return of my boy Kelly under the radar. We got never lost Mr. Kyle A. We got a lesbian who I was just mocking. We have, you know, Commissioner Grandmaster Glue Eater. We got old Gravina. We got Kirby. Who else do we have? JV. Matt! We got Maddie. Mid Pokepasta. We got Howler, Chuckle, Leo, Vepsis, Vivid. My boy Vivid. Hey. Always a kind of Vivid. And then Davian. Good shit. Good shit. So we were 5th overall. Tiers were basically the same as they were last time. You can see how many mons we have to draft over that way. I never get the direction of the camera. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Also, by the way, follow me on Twitch. I stream my game. I didn't stream week 1. I actually had to play week 1 before the draft stream, so I couldn't play on stream. So Sag. But you'll see that next week. But all the other ones will be live streamed on twitch.tv/ultraplayer561. So make sure you watch it, or I'll kill you. 5th overall. We are behind the lesbian, the reigning champion, Bepsis. And it was Chimpact, but he couldn't upload properly. So don't worry about it. Dragapult and Urshifu went, right? And then Torn went. And then something stupid went, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Chimpact drafted something really stupid. I think it was like Spectrier. Was it Spectrier? Rosters. It was Spectrier. I was so stupid. Don't ever do that. And obviously, we all know what was waiting for me. We all know what I was looking for. I know what everyone was waiting for me to draft, because 5 people messaged me and said, "You're getting fish, right?" Spoiler alert, I did not actually get fish. I wanted to. I thought about it. I really, really thought about it. I mean, 3 seasons in a row, 3 MVPs. How awesome would that be? I'd cement myself as the #1 fish user. However, the meme's been done to death, and it's becoming harder and harder. It was becoming really hard to get good things going with fish. Not impossible, but I definitely think it's time to move on. Not really time to move on, but it's time to, like, let's do something else, alright? I don't always get a lot of Wi-Fi drafts, so I get more Showdown drafts than Wi-Fi drafts, so I don't get a lot of time. Anyway, first mon. What was there? A lot of things. You heard what was not there. Everything else was there. Galardon was banned, I'm pretty sure. Galardon was not banned, actually. I get his face Galardon week 2. Not looking forward to it. First Mon. I don't have fancy editing or anything. I do, I just don't feel like it. Ka-chow. Mew. Mew is awesome. Mew is the best Mon in the game, and always will be. If you want to disagree, you can comment down below, and I'm just going to reply with, no, you're wrong and stupid. I promise you. Mew's literally so fucking good, and it just keeps getting better. I'm waiting for the day. Me and Liv actually had this conversation. I'm waiting for the day that this gets Quiver Dance. Oh, it's gonna be so nice. Oh my god, can y'all imagine? Can y'all imagine fighting an Iron Defense, Quiver Dance, Roost, Stored Power Mew? I'd hang myself. Moving forward. So Mew's really, really good, obviously. It gives me all 3 hazards. It gives me, not all 3, it gives me 3 of the 4 hazards. I don't get webs from this. But it gives me all 3 hazards immediately. It gives me something that can do literally anything. A sweeper. If the matchup is right, it can be a breaker, but it has to be, you know, that's probably the thing it does the worst is be an immediate breaker. It just has to have the right matchup. But it has the coverage to always do it, and with the new coverage it keeps getting, it becomes a breaker a lot easier because it has such high-powered moves always, in just about every type. It has Fire Blast, it has Hurricane, it has Close Combat, it has Earthquake, you know, it has all these higher base power moves, so it's always able to break a little bit more and more. It just doesn't have super strong Psychic stat, which kind of holds it back a little bit. Regardless, I really like Mew. I always think it's one of the best Mons, and I will defend it to the death. Shout out to OG Albino, by the way, for these next couple picks. APA Evolution, a couple seasons ago, I wanted Mega Camerupt, and Liv found out. I told Liv that, and she was like, oh, Owen wanted that. So Owen DM'd me, and, you know, just casually, just like... so yeah, I let him have Mega Camerupt. And I've been holding it against him ever since. But finally, he's paid it back. And let me save one of the Mons that I wanted for round 3, so he would snipe it. So round 2, I was able to get something different other than that round 3 Mon that I wanted. I got FERROTHORN. I've used FERROTHORN a number of times. I've been liking it more and more. I especially like it ever since the Hidden Power went away. That was my big deal with like 4 times weaknesses. It's a lot harder to feel safe. It's not really harder to use, but it's harder to feel safe. And I like safe, not really consistent. Obviously, we know how I build. But I like building in a way to where I can not really defensively handle, but I can always feel like a certain Mon is not always going to overrun me. And having a 4 times weakness and everything have Hidden Power was always frightening to me, so I didn't get to use FERROTHORN as well as I wanted to. I like to be able to check everything. Not counter, not have a always permanent switching, but I like to be able to check everything always. Even if it's just like a one-time switching, I like to be able to take care of that. So Mew and FERROTHORN, you know, help fit in that role. I now have 2 Rockers. I now have 2 Spikers. I have 2 very good Mons that can fit together really well. Obviously, you're gonna go on to see that this is a nasty team. This team is dirty. But anyway, FERROTHORN's really, really cool. It's not the strongest Pokemon, but it's also not super passive, which is really, really nice. I'm not always a big fan of passive Pokemon, although you will see I did draft a passive Pokemon. But I think I can use it well. Not like Umbreon. Umbreon's garbage. I never brought Umbreon. UBL Season 3, Season 4, Season 5. Season 5. Shut up. UBL Season 5, I had that really fun team, Double Terrain. I never brought Umbreon, not even once. I considered it like one time, but I was always afraid of being like super passive. Moving forward. FERROTHORN, Goatmon, etc. Moving forward. I said I wanted that 3rd Mon, round 3. Luckily, OG Albino, luckily Owen let me have it. Thundurus Incarnate. Haven't used Thundurus Incarnate in the first 2 Mons I've reused recently, obviously. NCP Season 3, I use FERROTHORN, and Mew I use all the time. It's such a good Mon. Thundurus I haven't used since MLP Season 4. And that means nothing to a lot of people because they don't know what MLP is. MLP is a small casual league I run. It's where I started. It used to be run by my friend Jake. Aw, I miss Jake. Don't worry about it. And we're now actually in Season 12, so yes. Anyway, Thundurus, really cool. I haven't used it in MLP season 4, and right now we're on season 12 with the finals happening. When you're seeing this, is the day I'm recording it, so it's happening sometimes this week. I'm in finals. Awesome. Anyway, what in the hell are you doing? She's stealing my food. This is a train wreck. Thundurus, really good mon. Awesome for setup, awesome for deterring hazards, and really blends with the first two mons because it's hazards, hazards, and then it's hazards. So, helps with that with the Defiant, can run physical or mix really fast. Spoiler alert, it ends up being my fastest Pokemon. Oh, don't worry about it. Great as a breaker in matchup dependence, good as a sweeper with Nasty Plot or Agility or Double Dance, but it mostly functions as a breaker. It mostly functions as a nice fast electric type if I want it. Boots made it really good. It gives me a defogger. It gives me something like Prankster, because Prankster can be really cool sometimes. Moving forward, what do I get next? Alright. So this season I really want to go with some mons that, not all, obviously, but I do want to try out some mons that I either haven't used ever or haven't used in a long time. Thundurus, like I said, I haven't used it since MLP Season 4. When was MLP Season 4, actually? How do I find out when MLP Season 4 was? Who knows? Wait, I can find out. It's by doing this, and then... Major... Wii Pokemon Season 4. 3 years. Y'all see this right here? Huh? Okay. Don't you get up there. Don't you get up there. Gotta protect the waifus. Next mon I haven't used ever. HERACROSS. Haven't used it. Been wanting to use it. Got sniped of it sometime recently. I don't remember when and I don't remember how. Goat mon. Really strong. Guts is awesome. I don't know. SD's up and is a physical breaker. Is a sweeper with Moxie. Really cool. Need a dark type. Got KROOKODILE. Haven't used KROOKODILE since UBL. No. ICBA season something. The one that I said I was going to use all new mons, and then I motored through like the first side of the team because all I did was draft stupid bulk. Not even bulky. I just drafted stupid Veil offense with a Slowbro, and it motored everyone because I had like Gran and Kartana. The KROOKODILE is really cool. Give me another rocker. As you can see, like, HERACROSS also gives me spikes. So now I have 3 spikers, 3 stealth rockers. Do I get any more? I do get 2 more hazard mons. 3 more hazard mons. This has a lot of hazards. This team is great. KROOKODILE is really nice. The bad thing about this team so far is that I don't really have a lot of special breakers, and that's kind of the thing that I thought of going into the next round. But KROOKODILE is really cool. It gives me a good dark type. It gives me a good ground type as well, so I can handle electric types. Obviously, electric types aren't as big of a problem recently, but I also saw that I was afraid I was going to face Chimpact, right? And at this time, Chimpact had both Spectre and a Regieleki, so I was like, KROOKODILE could be really cool for that. But also, it's just a really good mon in general. Stealth Rocks, I wanted to use it. And again, it can be a good Moxie Sweeper. Double Moxie is something very terrifying, so people are going to have to be ready for something like that. They're going to have to be ready for physical breakers, which is nice, because I can exploit that, as per the usual. Yeah, good mon. Like I said, I need something to really hit hard from the special side. That's not just Thundurus, because relying only on Thundurus is going to lead to bad things. We got VANILLUXE. I have used this recently. I've used this one time. Maybe twice. Maybe I've drafted it twice, but I only really used it well in Hive. Really good mon. Good special breaker. If your opponent does not have like a really solid steel type. If it's something that's easily worn down or doesn't have the greatest SPDF, you can actually just destroy a whole team this. Blizzard is really, really strong, coming off 110 and perfect accuracy. It gets Flash Cannon for other ice types, gets Freeze Dry for water types, and it sets its own Veil, which is really, really nice, because the team that I have right now really likes Veil. It lets the Krookodile set up bulk ups and run Power Trip. It lets Heracross set up SDs. It lets Mew set up God knows what I could set up with that thing. It lets Thundurus set up. It lets the rest of the team doesn't really set up. There's one mon that sets up. There's 2 mons that set up. Don't worry about it. I don't know how to account. All right. All I know is that there's. Where's the other cat? Okay, you can actually see the other cat. If you look, you can't really see it on camera. You might be able to. She's right here. But now she's ducked back in. She's in that little box right there. Right there. This one right here. Oh, can you see her? Did you see her? And then the other one's like down here. VANILLUXE is cool. Looks like an ice cream. Next mon. Boom. TOXAPEX. Oh my god, I'm gonna get so much hate for this. FERROPEX. Yo, this is a piece of shit core. And I have decent ground resist. I don't have the best. I have decent. I have HERACROSS, Thundy, FERROTHORN the ground resist, right? And then I can just you're gonna see what my ground resist is next round. But Pex goes together so well with everything. Toxic Spikes are really, really helpful, and this is more of a reliant Toxic Spiker than Mew. And it walls everything. Literally every mon ever gets walled by Toxic Spikes, and that's really nice. And this is that mon I said that can be super passive, but I feel like I can make it work. Because while it is super passive, unless you can set up really, it can stop setup. Like, that's the big thing about passive mons, is they get set up on. It has haze. Maybe they run taunt. Whatever. Then that just means they're going to risk burn. Or poison with Scald or Sludge Bomb. Maybe they run sub. Well, now they're running sub, setup move, and taunt. They only get 1 coverage move. That's kind of something I really like about Pex. It forces so much if you want to deal with it, just because of its typing and everything. You can't poison it. You can't toxic it, so you can't run slip toxic and stall it out. Yeah, really good mon. Not the best. It's not. It's far from the best, but in a meta where bulky waters are becoming worse and worse, this still stands as a decent to above average water type that's not like Slugbo. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. I'm gonna have fun with it. Remember when I said what my ground resist was? That's my ground resist. I literally drafted it to handle ground types. Only that. And just run physically defensive for like a Landorus and run Ice Beam. That's my ground check. That's why I drafted it. Yeah, next mon. So next mon, as you can see, my team kind of feels like a little top heavy. That's because it is. I have 20 points for 3 mons. And I already knew what one of them was going to be. I was going to get a lower pick, and I was going to use more points for the 2 other mons. So I don't have a fire type. I don't have a fairy, which kind of sucks. But I knew at this point that no one was going to snipe my fairy, except for maybe one person, but I still did not think they were going to get it. Wait, hold on. Ding, ding. Ding, 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 ding. The only person I thought that could snipe my fairy didn't pick before I got these next 2 picks. So, I was safe to hold off on my fairy for 1 round. And as I was looking around, I was like, what can I really draft? Like, I still want maybe one more hazard mon. I don't have many webs. I could use webs for this team. Team's kind of slow. Team kind of sucks. Team's not actually that bad. And I want more priority. I like having priority. Priority is very, very good. And yeah, I just like having it. So, what did I get? Obviously, I also wanted a Ghost type. Ghost type was one of my primary things because I wanted to stop Rapid Spin with all these hazards. Got a Lola Marowak. Boy goes thwack, right? Cool. Awesome mon. I love this mon. Gives me another electric community because electric types were kind of looking kind of scary if they had coverage for FERROTHORN or they had Focus Blast. So yeah, very not good. Very strong physical breaker too. It's one of those slower, super strong breakers, but it's more here to set up rocks and be like support and everything. Because I have ways to break. I have KROOKODILE, I have HERACROSS, but in case someone's team is really weak to Ghost or Fire, I can do this. Yeah. Next one, I wanted priority. Boom. COMFEY. Got a fairy. Got priority. Did you guys know that COMFEY is actually broken as hell? It is the greatest Pokemon ever. I love this thing. People who are not ready for it are going to lose to it, and that's just the thing, and they're going to have to get over it. I've swept many a teams with COMFEY. I think I can sweep many more teams with COMFEY, and I feel like it's a mon that people always have to have in the back of their mind, or they're going to lose, and it helps them check dragons. I wasn't really needing it as much for a dragon check, because Pex, Null, and FERROTHORN can help me take care of dragons, and then I have ways to offensively check them with something like Mew. But it can help, and that's why I was more okay with going something like COMFEY over something like Aromatisse or Alcremie, because I didn't need it as much of a dragon check as much as like maybe a fighting check, or not even a fighting check. I've TOXAPEX. I just didn't want it because I can call Mind, and it's a fairy, and I love fairies. And then last mon, I mentioned webs. Of course, we got Beep Beep Bus. If you don't know what Beep Beep, this is the mon that was like over my face, by the way. Its tusk is like jabbing me in the head. Just kidding, it's over here. Anyway. One thing I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video, which is more important than every other mon on everything else that you've heard so far. As you know, I take bets with people in NCP whenever the season starts, and if I win the season, they have to watch an anime of my choice. Season 3, I won, and John Jr. had to watch the Pet Carla Sakurasu. Last season, I took the bet with Owen, and if I won the season, then he had to watch Bo Footy. I didn't want to get hurt, so I maxed out my defense. And this season, I was able to convince D-Ray to, it's always done with the commissioners. I convinced D-Ray to take the bet. And after some deliberation, I did pick something that I really, really like, but it's more of something that he'll actually probably like. Whereas I was suggesting like Pet Girl to John, or like Bo Footy. Actually, Owen probably would have liked Bo Footy. I can stand by that. It's more of a moe show, but it's still like really, really good. And like really, really entertaining. Anyway, so my naming theme, and not for week 1, I have to go make it for week 2. My webcam frame will be about Dr. Stone. So that's what he's going to end up watching. My nicknames for these mons are going to be... Mew is going to be Senku, obviously. Smart, big brain, really good. FERROTHORN is going to be Kinro because of the spears. Thundurus is going to be Chrome. Electricity, obviously. If Mew wasn't Senku, then Thundurus would have been Senku. HERACROSS is Tsukasa, obviously very strong, very physically adept, and it's the physically in terms of the physical attack, is the strongest one on my team. KROOKODILE is Kaseki, who is like the craftsman. Why? I don't know. Liv suggested it. Shout out to Liv. Liv is awesome. Go follow Liv, by the way. VANILLUXE is Hyoga, because like the icy mist kind of thing reminds of the fog, or reminded Liv of the fog. TOXAPEX is Taiju, because you can never break his wall, etc. Type Null is Gen, because, I mean, it just fits. Alola Marowak is Kohaku. COMFEY is Ruri, and Charge a Bug is Suika. So that's the team, that's the mons, that's what I'm bringing. Week 1 will go up next week. Make sure you follow me on Twitch so you can see me these mons have. You know the drill by now. If you're watching me and you don't follow me on Twitch, you suck and your mom's a hoe. Have a good day.